All right, party people. How's everybody doing? Okay, so another wacky, wild day in the market. Let me ask control if we're good. We good, control? All right. Okay, cool. What's going on, Sean? Icon? Icon. You an icon? All right, cool. All right. All right, so, I'm going to basically run this the way Mike always runs it. Let people come in, open it up to general questions. Hi, iPad mini. And then we'll get right into it. I got a lot of notes from today. Got a lot of notes. So, Justin Fox, I'm good. I'm good. Scones, small cap. I'm happy to see you guys. We had a nice weekend. We had Father's Day. We had a lot of stuff going on, great week last week. Made a lot of good calls. Didn't make a lot of bad calls. I don't think I made any bad calls, actually. So, yeah. So, you signed up for TTG last Wednesday using the Wolf code. Oh, nice job, Colin. Let me ask you something. Did you play Roku? Guys, I do recall, I'm not sure what day it was. It was a day we were talking about options. I think it was Thursday night. Yes, it was Thursday night. And Mike was saying to a lot of you, if you're interested in options, you need to sign up. And some of you did. Because, he bounces option ideas off of me, blah, 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 blah. And out of the gates on Friday, 264% on Roku. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I think we got in at like 9:35. We were out by 9:47. It was take profit, take profit, take profit, take profit. 264%. I'm serious. That should happen. So, is that Star Wars Last Supper on my wall? Yes, it is. And then we played another Roku, and then another one. On Roku, went 3 for 4. And it was a great day. So, guys, options are insane. Options are insane. I actually got into some calls at the end of the day today. And we'll get right into that. UVXY finally turned out to be a good trade. Not today. UVXY sucked today. I went after UVXY today. And it just I should have bought the stock, because the option, I went 37.50 calls, got into them at like $37. I think entry was 220 on them. First take profit was looking for 250, got to 265, didn't take profit, and then it just went. It sucked. Yeah, and we'll get into that. Yeah, so if you guys weren't aware, the TVIX is getting delisted. So if you're wondering why, Chris Toner actually today in chat made a really good point, because I was trying to make heads or tails of it. TVIX was up like 3.5%, and UVXY was down 6.5%, and I was like, what the hell is going on? This doesn't make any sense. Like, have you ever been in UVXY and one TVIX was green and UVXY was red? And I mean, that's a huge swing. So, with TVIX being delisted, it basically created somewhat of a float lock, or not a float lock, a share. Like, there's no new shares entering the system, which is what allowed it to do what it did today. I don't know if that's the case, but at the time, it made perfect sense to me. But yeah, I'm sad to hear that DGAS and UGAS are also out. I haven't traded those in a while, but I really, I've made a lot of money trading those, and just swing trading those back in the day. And this is like 2016. I think it was also like UWTI or something. And yeah, I'm gonna miss them. So I'd pour some out for them right now, but I got wood floors, so. Anyone play Rocket League? I don't know what Rocket League is. Scones, what does it mean that they're delisting it? It's just not going to be there. Remember when JNUG, it was a bunch of like mining, like ETFs and stuff like that. They were just getting rid of it. It's just a product at the end of the day. They just bounce it. They're like, we don't need this anymore. See ya. Shoo. Good evening, Brando. AJB Soccer. Did Mike get long the VIX? Not today. Guys, today was a wacky day, right? And we'll get into it. But I'm going to use this time right now for questions. So ask me any questions. It could be about the stock market. It could be, maybe you could just tell me what to do with my hands, because I'm not really sure. Sure. Time to get long UVXY. Last time I played UVXY, I bought the stock, and I was like, why am I buying 60 grand of stock to make like 2 grand? And then today, when I got in the options, I was like, this is why you don't really play the options, because it sucked. The spread was just too much, and it just folded. The thing ended up going down to like, I don't know, I think it was like $1.50 or something. Just crazy. Guys, we're at a really wacky level on the SPY. It's, I'm gonna take the audience, right? How many of you think that we're in like this plateau area? Because it feels like we've just been plateauing, and I got a good chart for that. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it, to be perfectly honest with you. I know, I should share my screen, but I'm not a share my screen kind of guy. So I'll just put it up. See that? That makes sense to you? So yeah, I was looking at it, and it was like pre-coronavirus, and then now. And the channel, sorry, that is just dog shit. Sorry, that is just complete dog shit. I just saw that because there's a little bit of a delay. Complete dog shit. Yeah. So the channel is like 309 to 314. Okay. So tomorrow we're gonna kind of get we're going to get to see what happens with all this, because you have Apple. Apple was just upgraded. Price target 380. Guys, the FANG stocks are just, they're the S&P 500 right now. You don't know what the FANG is. It's Facebook. Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and Google. So they make up 50% of the FANG, right? It's a bubble. Guys, I hate this. I'm not saying, like, I don't want you to be an alarmist, okay? I'm just being somebody that's, hey Judy, I'm just trying to be somebody that's, you know, that's rational. I don't need to agree with what's going on in the market. And I'm definitely not one of those people that's like, well, shit, I don't think that this should be doing this, so I'm going to try and fight the market. Time and time again, we've learned you don't fight the Fed, okay? Even though a Fed put would be great. But, you know, what we have to understand is when S&P 500 is made up of basically 5 companies hold half of the weight, what happens if anything ever happens with tech? You know, supply chains, trade war. It's a calamity. How long have we been on? Guys, I started a little bit early on it, you know, just to kind of get the bugs out. Not that there were really any bugs, but yes, Nick Lamberti, Apple is an absolute monster. Stephen Arbor. I'm always like, is it Stefan? Is it Steven? Nancy completed course 1, course 2, love TTG learning. That's good. The more you know. FedNox. How do I get into it? I missed your first part of that question. To where are the swing trades? Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Guys, I don't even know what I'm looking at. You guys are having some kind of internal conversation, so I'm completely lost. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about small caps. I actually made that in my notes. I got a little thing on small caps. So, without further ado, while we're waiting for people to get in, guys, first, this is what I'm going to say. Right now, the SPY is in a weird channel, okay? I just said that, but now there's 250 of you on here. So I'm just going to say it again. We are in a weird channel, okay? What does that mean? What is a weird channel, Wolf? Okay? What the hell is a channel? It's not something you flip. It's a range. It's a trading range, right? And the trading range is like 308.50 to 314, or 309 to 315 on the SPY. The bottom, the top, okay? Every time we slide out of this range, something happens. On Friday, I mean, it looked like Friday after hours we closed at 306. This morning we just went like this. Straight up. The Fed injections, 2 p.m., 11 a.m., 3:45, and then even after the close, just nuts. They cannot let this market slip. You know, what you guys have to understand is this. Any type of rally that we've had since coronavirus and everything really started has been a rally based off of Fed news, okay? So what does that mean, all right? Well, Fed says, hey, we're going to go 0% interest rate. Market. Oh, that sounds great. Let's go. All right. Then we chop. Things get, you know, we get bad news. Whew, drop 1,000 points. Well, Fed's like, oh, well, shit, we need to step in. We're going to we're going to give the banks $2 trillion. Oh, I like that. On the way to 250. Yay, we're going to 250, baby. 250. You know, we were just at 220 a week ago. And then we chop around. Coronavirus isn't getting better. Drop 10 points. Oh, you know, like there's a cure. We're working on this thing from Gilead, and it's like, oh, market fades. Then the Fed comes in, and then what does the Fed say? We're buying $2.3 trillion of junk bonds. Market. And it just doesn't stop, okay? And it really didn't stop until we got to like 320. And when we were at 320, then all of a sudden there was like, hey, coronavirus cases are getting bad again, you know, from the Memorial Day crowd. And then what happens? Okay? We go from 320 to 296. Like that. Bad news is not being taken well by the market, right? But what does the Fed do? The very next day, and we all knew, and this was last Monday, what does the Fed do? We're going to start buying corporate bonds. Whew. Gone. Doesn't even get a chance to breathe, right? So the Fed, which became the last resort for the market, is now the only resort for the market. You know, having the Fed backstop the market is like, you don't want that. I mean, it's bad for our economy down the line. And look, as traders, you know, we look at everything one day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time. But, you know, there are going to be consequences to that. You know, and it's still not known if this could still very well be a bear market rally. Believe it or not, that's true. So every single day, you know, like you have to be on our toes, have to be ready, because like we just don't know. But there's plenty of you know, canaries in the coal mine, right? You know, there are things happening every day that kind of make people, all right, well, you know, should I be in this position? Should I be in that position? You know, now it's a matter of differentiating the Corona trades from the value investments and everything in between, you know, because everybody can't just pile into tech. It's just crazy, and it's just not going to work. Highball, Google, any three-digit number followed by new cases. Propaganda at its best. Try a couple of numbers. I'm not going to try it. I know that coronavirus is not going away. Last week, somebody in my family actually died from coronavirus. They were old, and they were actually in the state of Florida. And what do? Like, it's, you know, people should be worried about it. You know, I mean, even if there's a 1% chance that something can happen, you know, don't just be like, oh, I'm impervious to it. You know, that's how you get destroyed. So, let's see. FitFam, rug pull, guys. Look, here's the thing about rug pulls, right? Everybody thinks like, oh, rug pull. It's not gonna. We're not gonna be ready for it. I'm not going to come on here one day, or Mike's not going to come on here and be like, you know what, tomorrow we're going to get that rug pull. You know, when we have that feeling that a rug pull is going to come, either we're going to be able to pick out, you know, like check off a couple of those boxes, but for the most part, you know, like it's going to blindside us, and you know, the only hope is that you're holding puts when that happens. And very likely I won't be holding puts when that happens, because as we've learned, it does not pay to be in puts right now overnight. Not at all. Oh guys, don't worry about it. She was old, and I didn't really even know her. I just knew she was a family member. It's like it was my mom's cousin. Still sucks though, don't get me wrong. So whatever. Okay, I see you guys talking about selling calls and puts. Guys, just don't sell calls and puts. Just please, unless you've got the actual stock to back it up. And even then, don't do it. I mean, you don't want to get destroyed. So, your YOLO SPY puts, RIP, OG Con. I don't know where you had them. So, alright. So I did make some notes, okay? First off, a couple things. Tomorrow, it's TTG Tuesday. TTG Tuesday. It's the best Tuesday of the year. So tomorrow's TTG Tuesday, so you're gonna come with us, get ready, and trade with us, right? Last couple of TTG Tuesdays, guys. I don't need to sell TTG Tuesday. You guys sell it for me. How was everybody done on TTG Tuesday? Tuesday, get it. Copy. In for TTG Tuesday. Here, I'll just post the link. There you go. Register. Wolf babies come back. Baby, come back. Is it a good time to get started in trading? Andrew, I think it's a great time to get started in trading. It's actually one of the best times because it's like this. The market is in this weird state of flux where it's going to go. You know, it's going to go up, it's going to go down. The thing is, the downside risk is very high. But what that downside risk does is it creates an unbelievable opportunity for people that are looking to invest in the market, right? So like, to give you an example, in March when the market crashed, we've pretty much rallied, minus a few sectors, all the way back. So, if you were somebody that was investing in tech, you just got this absolute gift to get into some of these companies. I mean, guys, look, think about it. I got into Square at like $40. It was $104 today. Boeing, I got in at 90, closed today at 188, went as high as 205 last week. Power REIT, $8.70, $32. So yeah, I mean, it's always a good time to learn about trading and investing because, look, investing and trading is the great equalizer in the market, right? You can do your 9-to-5 job, and you know exactly what you're going to make every week, barring that, you got a job where you get paid commissions. But if, let's say, you're an hourly worker, you know exactly what your take home is going to be. That upward mobility comes in the form of, maybe you get a couple bucks added to your hourly. Trading, it's what you put into it. And you can do it passively, or you can do it full time, but you need to learn how to do it because, guys, you got to look at it like this. Think of it this way: 20 days in a month, okay? In a typical trading month, there's 20 days. All right, $50 a day. What is that? It's $1,000. It's $1,000 by making $50 a day. It's $1,000 extra. And guess what, guys? Making $50 a day trading is not that hard. It's also, I don't want to downplay it and say it's not that easy. It takes discipline and, controls and some sort of self-regulation. But then when you graduate to $100 a day, you do that, then you're making 25 grand a year extra. 200, 50 grand, 400, 100 grand. Once you start making $500 a day, that's the equivalent of having $3 million in the bank. So you really have to think of it that way. So yeah, it's always a great time to learn how to trade because you're always going to have job security because the market's never going to go away. And look, a lot of people that got furloughed or unfortunately lost their jobs during this pandemic, took to trading because they had lots of time on their hands. And that's what we're seeing right now. That's why, look, if we get a pullback in the market, we're not going back to 220 on the SPY. That's not going to happen. And the reason it's not going to happen is because there's so much more, there's a lot of liquidity in the market. Maybe we get to 260, 270, probably a safer bet, But, look, I talk to people every day because, we do one-on-ones with the people that sign up. And, that's exactly why people are doing this. They're like, shit, I'm not working. I might as well do something and have some sort of job. And that's a great thing. You get to be your own boss. I'm wearing sweatpants, guys. I wear sweatpants all day. Sometimes shorts. Today I was trading and I was like, yeah, seems like a pretty nice day out. I'm going to go jump in the pool. Have my laptop there. Quick jump in the pool. Have my phone on the edge. Just like, just watching trades and jump back out. Get back to it. So yeah. What stock? Wolf, did you get into NKLA for a swing? It's funny. I was looking at NKLA when Mike started talking about it. So I was trying to get into the 6750 calls for this week. And I was looking at them and they were 280. And then all of a sudden it was like huge red candle. And then they went down to like 240. And I was like, let me go stock Roku. And I got into Roku at the end of the day. Anybody else get into that Roku trade? Whoop, whoop. Yeah, Justin, 500 bucks a day ends up being like 150 grand with all the trading days. Thoughts on UVXY? Guys, I like UVXY. I tried liking it today. It didn't work out. I'd probably like it a lot more if we got to like 28. We really have to watch the VIX at this level right now. Guys, if you're new to True Trading Group, then you know that last week I was just pillaging Roku options. One option went 1,000%. Actually, a little bit more than 1,000%. And then the next one went 500%. And then the one after that went a couple 100%. And then on Friday, I did a weekly, and that went 260%. Today, I did one, it went 20% in 5 minutes or 10 minutes or something like that. So it went from 339 to 415 in, a good amount of time. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So that's why options are so sexy, right? Because people are like, oh, it only went up 60 cents. Guys, on an options contract, each penny equals $1. All right? So think about it. If you bought 10 of those contracts where I got it. Oh, by the way, the low of the day was me. So I got the lowest share. I got the lowest price on Roku 131 call options today. And they went to 415, and it looks like we're going to gap up tomorrow. So think about it this way. If you bought 10 of those options, and let's call it, you got it at 350. In 10 minutes, you could have sold those 10 options at $4 and made $500. That's the power of leverage. In order for me to get that move last week, where it would have been, 200 grand in those 310 calls, I would have had to buy $1 million worth of Roku stock. I'm not buying $1 million worth of Roku stock. Hell no. I was going over options today on a one-on-one and explaining how, she had a lot of Apple. And I was like, look, if you bought this call on Friday, it would have cost you $3. You could have sold it today for, $750, made 100% plus, and all you had the risk was $3 grand versus, hey, I got to put up 70 grand to have 200 shares of Apple. It's just nuts. Options are lit. Yeah. Options are crazy, but you really need to understand and have discipline, when you're trading options, because they give you leverage. Playing with options is like, it's like fishing with dynamite at an aquarium, okay? But at the same time, you can blow yourself up real easily. Options are grenades, okay? So I always refer to an option as a grenade. I always use my magic 8-ball as a grenade. Your job is not to top tick the option. It's to get in at the lowest price possible you can and sell that option before it blows up on you. And look, sometimes you're going to sell it too early, which we've all done, but I promise you it is much better to get used to taking profit than blowing up on an option. But yeah. And look, on TTG, this is exactly why we've got intro to options courses and an advanced options courses, as well as, either myself or Mike or anybody else, kind of walking you through why we're doing what we're doing and, what trades we're making. So with that being said, I'll have the guy in the control room, put up the link for True Trading Group, because if you sign up tonight, guess who's going to teach you how to play options? On the phone. We get to talk. You get to call me by my given name, which is Jason. And, look, whenever I'm teaching somebody how to trade options, I'm always starting them on, some very specific areas. But yeah, you've got to learn. You have to learn, how options work and how they function before you even think about getting into them. Because if you just, look, you can go into it and be like, it's like buying a stock. You could end up getting yourself in a lot of trouble. So, let's see. If you're swing trading, I personally grab minimum 2 weeks out. You know, look, I like grabbing options 2 weeks out, but sometimes, you know, it just doesn't make sense. But yeah, hey, there's it. There it is. There's the link. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. So, what other questions? Where can we go now? Hey Wolf, how do you get bang for your buck with options trading? Like the setup that gives you wet dreams. Guys, the way that you get the most bang for your buck is you trade options in stocks that you know. You can't just go and be like, oh, look at this. I'm gonna get into this stock that I've never looked at before, but it looks like it got hammered, or it looked like it's flying for no reason. You can't do that. You really have to know the stock that you're playing, as well as watch the option. So with a lot of my options trade, it comes from stalking. Like Roku is a perfect example. Guys, I was stalking Roku for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And I was trading it. I was trading the option, and we were killing it. I think 2 weeks ago in TTG, we bought the Roku option. It ended up by the end of the week going like 500 or 600%. Of course, I don't see what the people that come in on TTG Tuesday do with it afterwards, but we were absolutely crushing it, and we took profit at the right time, maybe a little bit early, but then it got to that setup that I'd been just waiting for, and I felt comfortable going in with more size, and honestly, that trade, if I had been filled where I wanted to be filled, and I think everybody pretty much jumped me on it, because guys, I come on the mic and I say, all right, this is the option I'm looking at, this is where I'm trying to get filled, blah blah blah, and sometimes I get jumped, and that's okay. But with that option that I was just stalking, guys, I could have taken off for a month if I had hit that trade. I mean, I wouldn't have, because I like the casino too much, but you have to trade options in stocks that or things that you watch. Like NVAX is one. I've been stalking options on NVAX too. It's finally over $60. And I want to go short NVAX, but I still haven't done it yet. Another good one is Tyson Foods, so TSN. So I was talking about that last week. I want to go short that. Would have been good to go short on Friday, but I didn't. I think that's a great stock to be short if we get a second wave. I mean, I think that's an unbelievable stock. China basically just said, we don't want any of your meat. So yeah. Mondays, the last couple of Mondays have been really boring. Last Monday was a kick in the nuts. Let's be honest. The market should have dropped even more, but it seems like everybody was tipped off. But now that we got Monday out of the way, guys, Tuesdays are always insane. Tuesdays are like, we're just like shooting darts. How do I make a watch list on options? I don't make a watch list on options. I mean, I do. So I have things that I'm looking at. So what I mean by stalking an option is, so like I'll give you a good example. IWM, all right? IWM is the Russell 2000. It is 140 something bucks. Okay, it's small caps. Basically, it's small caps. I went short the Russell 2000 2 weeks ago. I got $153 puts. I sold them, and they ended up going 1,000%. I should have had more confidence. Now I'm looking like if IWM comes anywhere near 150 or it goes over 150, not only am I going to get short, I'm going to get really short IWM, okay? But I'm going to wait. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to let the trade come to me. I'm not going to go to it. Now, does that mean I'm going to buy calls and waiting? Like thinking, all right, well, you know, if I want to wait till it gets to 150, you know, the assumption is that it's going to go up. No, the choices aren't binary. I want to be short IWM for a specific reason. Doesn't mean I want to be called, you know, in calls in the interim. All right, that's not the way to play it. You know, Apple, Apple's really a tough nut to crack. Although, if they shut down some more stores, then yeah, I'm probably going to get short Apple. Does it make sense to do it on Apple? What was today? It was like App Day at Apple, like for all like the programmers and shit. Hell no. Because all day they're just coming out with new stuff. Oh, we're going to have our own microchip. Oh, we're going to be doing this. Oh, we're going to be doing that. And it was like pump, 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 pump all day. Hi Wolf. So Cureleaf is offering shares to buy Grassroots. Will the offering be detrimental to Cureleaf in the near future? Well, it's certainly going to be dilutive. You know, I didn't look at the deal. I don't know how many shares it is. The question is, what type of premium are they paying for Grassroots? You know, I don't like all stock transactions. You know, because this is how like Canopy and Aurora got in a lot of trouble back in the day. Like when Aurora bought MedReleaf for 1.2 billion in stock. Is there a way we can get separate notifications on my my alerts? It's not that they get lost in the shuffle. I'm just not flinging out you know, options like willy-nilly. You know, some days we'll have those. I think, you know, like 2 Fridays ago, not last Friday, but the Friday before, you know, I made 1 trade by noon, and then I made 4 trades in the afternoon, and it was like 4 of them were 100% gainers, and then, you know, 1 was like 40%. And it was just quiet. So you're going to have those days. Tuesdays, I'm a little bit more dialed in because just of the nature of how everything trades on Monday. And, you know, there's a lot of what's going on over the weekend. So for beginners, what is the best stock to purchase? And also the best cheap stocks. Okay. You buy cheap, you buy twice. Okay? I love using that. My dad says it, you know? It's like you want to have a chair, like a nice chair. You like, all right, I could buy this chair, it's more expensive, or I could buy this cheap chair. Well, you're going to end up buying the cheap chair a couple times because it's going to break on you. You buy a cheap stock, you know, let's say I've got Apple and some fucking dog shit stock that costs $3, okay? I could buy the dog shit stock for $3 and I'm like, oh, great. You know, or I could buy like Apple. You know, let's say I'm putting $1,000 into each of them. Apple might give me a better ROI. You know, just because it's cheap doesn't mean it goes up. You know, and the only thing that matters is, you know, the percentage you make from the total that you buy. So there's, I'll never tell you, hey, this is a really good cheap stock, because cheap stocks are bullshit. Um, Do you think Roku will be bought by Google? That's one of the rumors that was going around last week. I don't know. I think Roku could definitely be an acquisition target for somebody. Somebody that wants their ARPU, which is average revenue per user. Look, Roku used to pretty much be a hardware company. I mean, they still are to an extent. What is it? Fire Stick? I don't know. I don't have Roku. It's a great stock to trade, though. So, yeah. So, let's see. So now that we got a bunch of people there, let's talk about tomorrow and the SPY, because it looks like we are see what futures are doing. So remember last time I took over, I made a prediction for futures. All right, futures, nothing. We're green like 41 cents, 24 cents. We're not green anything really. Actually, it's pretty weak. China opens at 9:30. Nikkei is up. Nikkei futures are down. Gold, barely up. So yeah, look, tomorrow's going to be a really important day. And tomorrow is going to probably set the tone for the rest of the week, or for Wednesday, but that doesn't make much sense. So Tuesday, we need to, if we're looking for a carry forward, then we're looking for 314 to break on the SPY. Okay, it needs to break, guys. There's no two ways about it. If 314, 315 gets rejected on the SPY, I'm probably gonna go puts. Either go puts or go right into the TVIX. And guys, honestly, that's why tomorrow, when we have TTG Tuesday, if you are not in there when you can be, especially because it's free, you're stupid. You're stupid. I'll just say it. Mike won't say that. I'll say it. It's a golden opportunity. All right? As well as, why stop there? Why not go and get everything that you're given? All the coursework. People are like, oh man, like they're just starting to understand how options work and how leverage works. And they want to get into it, right? They're like, let me wait. Guys, you get all of the coursework. You get all of the coursework. Trader psychology, you get the TTG triangle, like all the setups. The options course is great. And then the advanced option course, for some of you advanced traders that are looking to level up, is lights out. So if you're not coming tomorrow, you're fucking nuts. Especially because on Tuesdays, the people that come in and the people that actually actively trade with us fucking crush it. If small caps are going off tomorrow and you're not in TTG, like, what was it? I think it was like U1 or something. People were sending me U1. They're like, yo, look at this thing. Yo, you need to buy some. It was like, I think it was U1. It's like $20. And I was like, yo, motherfucker. I was like, it was alerted at like $8. It's like, we're selling you our shares right now. And that shit doesn't happen if you're not in TTG. I drop a mic. Add me to the Insta. Big world. Oh, look, I got my first troll. Hi, troll. Hey. Hey, buddy. Hey. Hey. I'll use my inside voice so I don't want to wake up your mom, okay? I don't want you to get in trouble, buddy. You keep trolling. You keep doing it. Lots of peeps that never traded were going long size and losing thousands on U1. Yeah, big baller, 100%. You know, guys, there's two things I do on small caps. All right, it's decide whether or not I'm going to get in, and then the second thing I do is check to see if it has options. And if that thing has options, I am like, when we start pulling out, when Mike starts saying, all right, yo, this is like, let's take final take profit. I'm like, puts. So yeah, guys, trading small caps is dangerous business if you don't know what you're doing, if you're not watching your levels the way you should be, if you're not seeing what is actually happening. If you're not inside the matrix when you're trading small caps, you get destroyed. You know, a couple times you get lucky, but and we'll know. We'll know if there's going to be some continuation. But trust me, we are very aware when something's going to fold. Big world, you give me a dislike every time I give you dislike every time if you coming online. Big world, please. I was a double English creative writing major. That sentence structure was just painful. Painful, son. Sorry, I don't want to raise my voice. I don't want your mom to wake up. Ooh, real estate. Oh, you just tickled my pickle. I'm guessing you guys saw over the weekend 30% of people, or 30% of mortgages weren't paid in June. Guys, there's all types of default triggers that are going to be taking place soon, that are going to coincide with other things that are not going to happen. So I think August, like if you put a gun to my head and said, all right, Wolf, when do you think what are your best odds on the rug pull bracket, like when it's going to go down? I would say middle to late August. Okay. So, I think that real estate is going to be in a lot of trouble when that happens. So it's renters not having protections. It's people that were in forbearance having to make that first balloon payment. And it's also people not getting any more money from Uncle Sam. So yeah, I think I took a shot at DRV and SRS for a second time. It didn't pan out. I'd be looking to get into both of those, and it was always one of those trades where I said it was going to take time. I mean, the first time we killed it. DRV went from 20 to 33, and was like lightning fast. It was like over a week and a half. So trust me, we're taking a serious look. I know I am at some of these long-term swings, like these inverse ETFs, to hold for a swing on some volatility, as well as just kind of where to be positioned, in the market in general. If that does happen, like, okay, if that ends up being a domino, what is that going to trigger? And then on and on and on and on. And guys, people think that, a lot of times, you hear from, look, some of you guys get lucky. You buy something and you're like, holy shit, this, just got crushed. But isn't it better to just be in advance of everybody? To just be first? It's either be first, be fast, or cheat. Well, if you're first, then you don't have to be fast, and then you don't have to cheat. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ho! Wow. What happened in futures? Guys, sorry. Oh, I got that feeling. I got that feeling tomorrow is going to be fun. Tomorrow is going to be fun. What is the ES? ES is the futures. It's E-mini futures. DMCK. Oh, God. That really got. Oh, hold on. Let's just not get all excited, okay? Let's not get all excited about futures, right? What do I always say? Whether it's in chat room or when I'm on with Mike, and I'm going to be saying this tomorrow. Whatever futures are until 9:30, out the window. I don't care. Now, between 9:30 and 11:30, oh, I care a lot. And that's what I'm going to spend doing for the rest of the night. When I have my dinner, my wife ordered me pad thai, just came. I'm here with you guys. And I'm just going to watch futures, okay? And by the way futures move, I'm going to know exactly what sectors and what stocks I'm going to be targeting in the morning. I'm going to come into the morning with a game plan. If futures get crushed, I just know that I'm going to fucking destroy the market tomorrow. And if I'm destroying the market tomorrow, which that means that you guys are destroying it too. That means Mike's destroying it. That means Simmons is destroying it. It means Alex Campbell, Chris Toner, Jay Downing, Toby, Glenny Trades, Big Balla, James Earl Scones, all going to be destroying it. Don't you guys want to destroy it with us? Don't you just want to pillage? Don't you just want to have a day where you're like, man, that was easy. I'm done by 10. Or, I'm done by 10. Yeah, maybe I'll come back at 3. And then you come back and then it's like, pew, pew, pew. Because guys, that's the thing. When you're in TTG Tuesday, you get to ask me questions. Use me. Say, you guys might have a better idea on an option or a swing. Or you're asking about a cannabis stock. You say, all right, yo, Wolf, what do you know about this thing? Did you see that unusual call volume on Tilray? Why, yes, I did see it. What do I think? Let me tell you. I can tell you here right now, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna tell you in TTG. Did you just say the trade deal is over? Is that what just happened? Guys, you better sign up tonight, because if the trade deal is over, no discount. Guys, if you sign up tonight, you're gonna get a one-on-one with me, but you got to do it before midnight. Okay. I'm very enthusiastic right now. I'm very enthusiastic. Oh, I just got a message from Mike. Futures getting slammed. It's 1% down. 307. Hold my beer, guys. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can get something. Let me get Bloomberg on. All right. China's open, baby. Oh. Okay, guys. Many stocks. Where do I... You asked me where I live? Damn. Ah, thank you. I'm getting... Hold on, guys. I am... Okay. Psych. White House advisor Navarro says China trade deal is over. White House trade advisor Pete Navarro said on Monday that the trade deal with China is over, and he linked the breakdown in part of Washington's anger over Beijing's not sounding the alarm earlier about the coronavirus outbreak. Guys, newsflash, they sounded the alarm in December. This is complete junk. Complete junk. Market's going to get slammed, okay? Everybody's sold out. From today, from yesterday. Guys. Oh my God. You know, all right. Guys, everybody's going to have some serious homework to do tonight. I'm going to be pulling an all-nighter. When you see me tomorrow, the bags under my eyes, I'm going to have to put like, you know, I'd say T-bones, but no, I'm going to be putting filet mignons on my eyeballs tonight. I kept this. You kept those UVXY calls you followed me in on? Oh, you're going to crush it. Oh! Ooh. Guys, yeah, the SPY's going to gap down in the morning. Unless... So we got a couple of things that are going on tomorrow on the economic calendar, all right? 10 a.m., home sales. Who cares? Manufacturing at 9:45, important. API report at 4:30. Futures 1.36% down. So yeah, guys, tomorrow is going to be a lot of fun. Okay, I am begging you, okay, to come in and join us tomorrow. Join us tomorrow. It is going to be nuts. Guys, you know why this is so crazy? So we were just talking about tech. So we're talking about tech and how the FANG is comprised of basically, makes up 50% of the SPY, right? And it's like, okay, well, what does that mean, right? So when I say like we're literally trading within a bubble, we're literally trading within a bubble, right? We're in a bubble. Our economy is in a recession. I hate to break it to you, but we're in a recession. So we're in a recession, okay? And the Fed has manufactured the biggest bubble that we've ever seen. All right. So how do you come up with that? And it's pretty simple, and I wrote it down. It's market cap to GDP. So the market cap of everything out there versus like our GDP right now. Okay. Right now, market cap to GDP is over 150%. 150%. That's nuts. Nuts. Also wrote this down. There's only been 2 other times that that's happened. Okay? In 2000 with the NASDAQ. Oh, that was the bubble bursting on the tech boom. And then the last time was in February 2020. Okay? To put it in perspective, market cap to GDP during the financial crisis was anywhere between 50 and 75%. 50 and 75%. And they weren't going through a pandemic. Most things were open. So just kind of put that in perspective tomorrow, because if this trade war, if they are really trying to mess with China right now, guys, China's got their shit together when it comes to coronavirus. I don't care what you say. I'm not getting into politics, but, and I'm not getting into like, well, they don't report, blah, blah, blah. All I know is our numbers are going up. Europe is going down. Italy, which was the worst place in Europe, is going down. We do not have our shit together. And now we're going to go and step into, like, talk with a trade war? China's a communist country. They can do whatever they want. You know? They could be short right now. Who cares? Insider trading's all good. It's all good in Russia, too. So, I'm really interested to see if we get Kudlow on the lawn, you know, or as I like to refer to him as, if we get Larry Stock Market AIDS, Kudlow, you know, on CNBC tomorrow talking about, oh, you know, why would you do this? Why would you make that type of thing? Well, so, guys, hold on one second. Yeah. Got it. All right, bye. Sorry, it was a market notification. All right, so anyway, so look, tomorrow is going to be a lot of fun, but I don't know, what do you guys think? Let's hear. Which indicator is very important for intraday? VJ, it depends on any stock. It depends on what stock you're talking about. You know, but you know, mainly it's volume. Volume is like the indicator of indicators. Wow, 3 points. Can I talk about TVIX and its alternative? Yeah, so TVIX is a measurement of fear and volatility in the market, and it's and it's 1.5 times leverage, and UVXY is the same. It's just not as juiced up. All right. So TVIX can have wild swings. TVIX can go up $60 in a day. UVXY, you know, on like a big day, goes up like $10, you know, versus, you know, except, I'll give you an example. Before all this stuff started happening, TVIX was at like $40. It ended up going to 1,000 within a month. UVXY was at $11. It went to as high as 135 within a month. Fausto, yeah. Fausto, I don't think that, I think that that's a very strong possibility. So Fausto says that that the White House will walk back Peter Navarro's comments. 100%. They're going to walk it back at some point. You know. Does TVIX and UVXY have the same chart pattern all the time? No, not necessarily, Judy. Do I use level 2 for volume? No. Volume is just volume. Level 2 is just to see, who's selling and who's bidding and, where they're doing it and how heavy they're going in. But you're not going to get an accurate view of volume by looking at level 2. I'm getting a lot of text right now. My last one being, my Carnival Cruise Line puts are going to be fun tomorrow. So yeah, guys, and this is going to make it fun tomorrow. And guys, the thing to take from this is the market is just so unpredictable. And you really do need to have an understanding of what you're doing, as well as have eyeballs in the back of your head with what's going on. I mean, guys, this stream is a perfect example. Here I am streaming, and there's 500 plus of you guys here, and then all at once, I don't know what's going on. And and you're like, guys, futures are taking a bath. They just dropped. Think about having that power every day of the week. It's insane. You really do need eyeballs in the back of your head, as well as just knowing what the hell you're doing. So tomorrow, I'm begging you, for the love of sweet baby Jesus, come to TTG Tuesday. And, if you do want to, I think he meant the real. All right. So guys, what do you think? Here's the thing, guys. For futures are only down 1% right now. I mean, wouldn't you think that news of the trade war being over, 1%? It's like the market's not buying it, which is weird. So it's something to consider, right? Did Pete Navarro speak out of turn? Because right now, just 1% down doesn't seem like anybody's taking it seriously. And I think if it's 1% down, it's really easy to walk back, and then futures just rip. So it's like, are we being honey dicked right now? Like, cause retail to sell, and then they're like, no, we're good. Yeah. So there's going to be a good trade in there tomorrow. So anyway, guys, if you sign up tonight for True Trading Group, you're going to get a free one-on-one, but tonight with me. And we're going to make a lot of money. So we're going to post the link for True Trading Group. So it's 34% off. The code is TTG Wolf 6. And like I said, the people that sign up between now and midnight tonight are going to get a one-on-one with me. This is how the one-on-ones work. Usually go for an hour. Sometimes we go a little bit longer. You can do it whenever you want. And I can promise you that the one-on-one is worth it, but the stuff that you get inside of TTG is going to be even better. And that doesn't even count all the times you're in chat, the real-time trades, the app, and everything else. Ooh, Bose. Yeah, maybe use the hack tomorrow. So unpredictable. Oh, thank you. Yeah, guys, I don't think I don't think tomorrow is going to. It's so hard. It's not even 9. Oh, it is 9:30. It's so hard to just kind of pick out what's going on with futures. 123. All right. Okay, so guys, we already know. Let's start breaking into scenarios, right? So we got 2 scenarios, or maybe 3 scenarios, right? Now futures are 1.2 down. They were just 107. All right. So if this doesn't get walked back, or how? All right. So the play is until it gets walked back. How low do we go? I say 306. Okay. If it doesn't get walked back at 306, then 303. All right. Maybe they get it down to 306, and then that's when they walk it back. And basically we have an exact repeat of today, and we go from 306 to 312. So the way that I would expect it is, let's look at a chart from last Monday, and that should basically be how we trade tomorrow, on the basis that they walk it back. Okay. IWM gets hit pretty hard. QQQ dips, and then everybody crowds it, maybe. I have to see how the NASDAQ finishes tonight. You know, it's like, what part of the trade war is going to be off, right? Because, oh wow, yeah. Now futures are starting to look how they should look on that news. But you want to watch the NASDAQ for sure because of all the tech. So QQQ tomorrow is going to be in play, as well as the SPY, TVIX, UVXY. Some of the things that don't trade inside a bubble, or do trade inside the bubble, like Roku, it's going to be interesting to see. Might get another shot at Roku. So this is one of those situations where I'm actually glad I took some profit today on that last Roku trade, because if they don't walk this back by 9:30, you know, we're going to have a gap down. Not everything is going to gap down, okay? I can tell you, anything that follows the SPY is going to get, you know, absolutely railed. If you're looking at pot stocks, it'll be CGC, Kronos, Tilray. If you're looking at, you know, I'd look for US Steel down, Nucor down, Cleveland Cliffs down. Those are all steel companies. I think that there might be a trade on for silver and gold. But yeah, wow, it's gonna be a lot to go through. Yeah, small cap. This is exactly a trader's market right now. You know, and guys, like the ability for all of us to kind of work through this as a cohesive unit is it's unbelievable. It's because look, you don't want to, when you're kind of going through your trades or your strategy, you don't want to be in an echo chamber. Like if I say something, if I'm like, oh, I'm thinking about getting into this stock, this is why. I'll have my perspective, and then 20 other people will have a different perspective, and then they can talk me out of it. They could talk me out of making a bad trade, or whatever. That's invaluable right now. So I really do feel bad for everybody that's not going to be in TTG tomorrow. So if you are going to be in TTG tomorrow, smash that like button for Mike. Hit that notification bell, because I can pretty much guarantee that tomorrow's stream after tomorrow night with me and Mike is going to be bananas. Dow futures. You should gut the square put. Ugh. Square. I wanted a short square today. You can't get in front of strength like that. Look, nobody knows that Navarro is going to say something this stupid. It defies all comprehension. The only thing that I could think of is that China, it could have been from today. So at the White House press briefing, an Asian reporter asked whatever her name is, I don't know, she's like Jeffrey Goebbels too, the White House press secretary, if she thought it was appropriate that Donald Trump called it the Kung Flu. And she said, well, the origins are from China, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, you realize how racist that sounds, or how offensive calling it the Kung Flu is. And she pivoted. Maybe China was like, screw you guys, this is over. And this is just Navarro getting ahead of it. And behind the scenes, they're trying to work it out. So yeah. So does artificial intelligence come into play when it comes to buying and selling stocks? Yeah, I mean, algorithms and and AI definitely help. Are part of the market now. Everything is really about speed. Jumping over the next person. So yeah, I mean, machine learning, AI, algorithms. I mean, most of the market is driven by algorithms. Nice 2 weeks is a lot. It's alright, I gotta read this to you. I swear to God, if they save Nikkei futures, somehow I give up on life. This should be wrecked tonight and during European trading. Sorry, that's just funny. Alright, guys. So, tonight, and tonight only, you get a free one-on-one with me, the Wolf, or Jason, as well as any of the other mods from TTG. So, use the code TTGWolf6 and sign up. All right. And then tomorrow is TTG Tuesday. And guys, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited to get into it. I want to start making heads and tails of what's going on, but the sharper and the more time I put in tonight, the better off my day is going to be tomorrow. So use that code, and I'll wrap it up. We'll take some more questions, just for the end, and then we'll give that TTG Tuesday code for tomorrow. But remember, guys, use the code. Our prices are going up because of everything that we're adding to the site. Trader Palooza is going to be loaded soon, so you guys missed it. We did a 12-hour webinar on all types of things. I could say the pot stock webinar was probably worth the price of admission. But yeah, we're going to have paper trading. You're going to be able to trade from the site as well as real-time trades and level 2. So obviously we're going to have to increase the price, but not that much. But still, you want to use the discount, because if the discount's not there, you're going to regret it. Crude just crapped their bed. Okay, guys. So, I know everybody's a little bit shell-shocked by what just went on, right? So, what broker do I use? I have E-Trade, I've got Schwab, I've got TD, I've got Interactive Brokers, I have Robinhood, I have nothing in there. I have Coinbase for crypto, but I don't trade crypto anymore. And then I've got a couple of other brokers that I use for IPOs and private placements. All right. So if that's it, guys, I'm going to tell you to hit the notification bell, hit the like button, and then we're going to give you the link for TTG Tuesday, so you can come on in and see what's going on. Because tomorrow is going to be crazy. Dun, dun. I'm going to go. It is going to be big tomorrow. I think everybody from the TTG fam is pretty excited about what's going on tomorrow. So there's the link. I will see you guys tomorrow, bright and early. The chat room will be open by 7:30 in the morning. We're going to be going through all the data and going through everything, I would give you this piece of advice. If you're thinking about trading the TVIX, probably be a good idea to wake up, or UVXY, or really anything. I'd probably wake up really early if you're going to be trading anything that's an inverse play. So 6 a.m., 7 a.m. All right. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow. All right. Later.